later, this is KTTC News.
1 week ago today, voters shut down a Byron Public Schools referendum by almost 1,000 votes. Tonight was the first gathering of the school board since.
And KTTC's Ryder Blair is live in the studio after attending the meeting in Byron. Ryder, without the levy funding, what are the district's plans for the budget post-election?
Brock and Caitlin, the district says it has already implemented about $1.5 million in reductions for the 2024-2025 school year. As for what will be exactly cut from the district's budget, Superintendent Mike Newbeck declined to be interviewed tonight and said the district needs more time to discuss before addressing the community now a week after the election. During tonight's meeting, school board members formally approved the voters' decision to not pass its referendum. After being declined for any interview with the school officials, I knocked on around 20 doors to hear what the community has to say about the failure of its referendum. Gary Mills was the only resident I spoke with willing to talk on camera and says he has 3 students in the district and voted no on this year's referendum.
What has happened is the taxes, due to the different levies they've put on since I moved here 20 years ago, has been increasing to the point where we can't afford to even buy things that we need to buy for our household.
Mills says he thinks the district has misused tax dollars from previous referendums and says more communication from the board is needed. After a roughly $1 million miscalculation in the district's budget this year, he says past school boards are to blame for the district's funding problems.
This was handed down to him and he got a lot dumped on his plate and he didn't know about it. And I think it's better sometimes to have the right information handed out instead of bits and pieces of wrong information.
Mills also mentions he is comfortable with giving the district more time to find the right answers when considering what the referendum failure plan could mean for his children's education. Newbeck said the board will discuss further plans for the failure of the district's referendum at Monday's board meeting. Live in the studio, Ryder Blair, KTTC News.